Hello guys, welcome to the Alrazta channel. In this episode, I will explain the storyline of the SwallowedStar series, episode 162. In the previous episode, after Luofeng broke through into the realm of World Master, he was finally recognized by the Law of Origin. After resolving the conflict between the Golden Horn clan and the human race, Luofeng went to the Valley of the Beast God statue to train. But when Luofeng understood the secret of the 12 patterns of the small version of the Beast God statue, he suddenly felt a great deal of pressure, which even exceeded that of the large version of the statue. Luofeng, who was in a state of distress, was suddenly attacked from behind by Bei Chu. Then what happened? Okay, let's just get straight to the story. As a result of the previous fierce fight, both Luofeng and Bei Chu were injured. Finally, Dylan and the two guards arrived. They immediately arrested Bei Chu for having the courage to injure the envoy of the human race. Despite this, Bei Chu remained unfazed, as he believed that humanity had enslaved him, and he was prepared to face the consequences as long as humanity did not return to this place. Both guards planned to punish Bei Chu, but Luofeng stopped them because he knew how Bei Chu felt, that he only wanted to protect his clan and their home. One could say they both wanted to protect their races. But Luofeng said that this commotion was deliberately provoked so that the two sides would get involved in a prolonged conflict. If it continued, it would only cause many casualties. Luofeng made an offer to Bei Chu, who wanted to fight to protect his tribe, that they should be equal partners in defeating the insect race and other entities because they were their greatest enemy. Luofeng's purpose in coming to the Golden Horn clan was only to make peace, where he wanted to live side by side and work together with them. In order to improve mutual interests, Luofeng will spare Bei Chu's life. Luofeng's kind nature has made Bei Chu realize his mistakes. And without delaying, the two guards who were restraining his movements asked Luofeng to take their leave and went to take Bei Chu to handle the matter to be reported to the clan elders. Not long after, Dylan apologized first for being slow to protect Luofeng. Hearing this, Luofeng did not mind, and Luofeng informed him that these two statues hold the secret to the pinnacle of the universe. For the time being, Luofeng will try to continue to understand it. Dylan, who did not want to stand by and watch Luofeng be threatened again, then formed a protective barrier around him to protect Luofeng in his training. On the other hand, there was a figure who had incited Bei Chu to attack Luofeng. And we didn't expect the Kebu Elder to be the mastermind behind it. Here, the Kebu Elder did not expect his plan to fail, but no matter what happened, he had to finish off Luofeng to complete his master's assignment, which was none other than the possibility of insect races wanting to kill Luofeng. Seeing Dylan's presence at Luofeng's side, it might be impossible for him to do so, and the Kebu Elder was forced to think of another plan for Luofeng. Returning to Luofeng, who was understanding the small version of the Beast God statue, which was the statue he carried in the world of Blood River, which was supposed to be its true form. Meanwhile, the large statue in front of him was a kind of low-level replica made by a powerful warrior in the past. But after understanding the pattern of the large statue, Luofeng felt that there was no pressure from the law of the origin of the universe to make it easier for Luofeng to study the texture of the pattern of the large version of the statue. The fluctuations caused by the golden texture on the skin of the large version of the Beast God statue led Luofeng to believe that there were gold lines that were not completely connected. And here Luofeng realized that there were more than 90,000 patterns that should have been made in one carving, then forming something like the wave pattern of the law of origin. It's just that this mystery is still far from Luofeng's understanding, but that's only for a while, because for Luofeng, he will continue to practice while observing the golden pattern found in the large version of the Beast God statue. He also knows that there is a secret method inside. If all of it works, Luofeng can't imagine how much power he will get. While in the inner world, after millions of attempts, the golden-horned behemoth monster continues to sculpt stone statues and replicate the pattern of the large version of the Beast God statue. While the Mosha body clone is understanding the small version of the Beast God statue, and uniting the pattern in the subconscious. It seems like he plans to combine the two statues so that he can make them emit a wave of the law of the origin of the universe. Not long after, what Luofeng had hoped for happened. After being imitated more than 5 million times by the golden-horned monster, they could finally see slight fluctuations from the waves of the origin law of the universe from the large version of the beast god statue. When all the golden patterns were evenly absorbed into the body of the golden-horned monster, it tried to swing a claw, and boom!
终于引动了宇宙本源的一丝波动。
Seeing how strong the monster's attack was made Babata scared. She was surprised after combining the pattern of the large version of the beast god statue and using the claw attack of the golden-horned monster. The attack finally released a tremendous force that could destroy a large mountain with its claws. Seeing this, Babata felt that Luofeng's strength had increased greatly. Because the method Luofeng used was useful, he finally chose to stay here longer to sharpen his understanding of the golden-horned behemoth monster and his Mosha mode. As for Luofeng, he would practice the 10,000 soul control technique to control the insect clan's mother nest on Earth. Babata also explained that if Luofeng wanted to control the insect clan's mother hive at the world master level, then Luofeng would have to master the 3rd level of the 10,000 soul control technique. And for an advanced world master mental warrior master, it generally takes hundreds of years to master it. However, for Luofeng, who had received an inheritance at Devil Mountain Palace in a previous mission, which caused Luofeng's mental waves to reach 3,200, Luofeng should be able to understand the technique quickly. While Luofeng sat cross-legged, understanding many methods and techniques, Dylan continued to protect him. Meanwhile, from a distance, the Kebu elder kept waiting for Luofeng, even though he had been there for 100 years, until the grass had grown over his body. The Kebu elder here was annoyed, and wondered how it was possible that the two of them had not moved at all, and had not left the area. The Kebu elder was also confused as to how he could kill Luofeng. The spy from the insect was resigned to the situation, and he would return to wait for Luofeng to look for another opportunity. Inside Luofeng, his understanding slowly but surely began to bear fruit. And finally, he had reached the 3rd level of the secret technique 10,000 soul control. Thus, it was time for Luofeng to return to Earth and solve the problem of the insect's nest. Long story short, the return trip had begun, and during the process, Luofeng was in the spiritual liquid cabin to upgrade his genes. All went smoothly, and now Luofeng's human body had reached the pinnacle of World Master Level 9. With one blow, Luofeng alone could make the Yunmo ship tremble, along with Babata, who was surprised by Luofeng's rapidly developing achievements. But it's not just Luofeng's body. Luofeng's cloud vine has also reached World Master Level 9, multiplying its branches from 108 to 216 branches. Here, Babata also explains that with each evolution of Luofeng's cloud vine branches, the plant has finally reached a perfect and high-quality form of evolution. However, with this evolution comes a shortcoming, making it increasingly difficult for Luofeng's cloud vine to break through to the immortal level. But he wouldn't be the MC if he couldn't upgrade his cloud vine to the immortal level, guys. Furthermore, for Luofeng's golden-horned monster mode, which already has 4 eyes, and with the blood crystal that Luofeng obtained, this time he wanted to use the crystal to be absorbed by the golden-horned behemoth monster mode in such an abundant amount. However, when performing the absorption, Luofeng's body suddenly felt tremendous pain, which was even connected to his human body. Luofeng still didn't know if this was a sign that the golden-horned behemoth's monster mode was having difficulty breaking through. But when the monster experienced a backlash due to the absorption of blood crystals, Luofeng's blood cells suddenly felt a change, and in the end, Luofeng succeeded in the absorption, accompanied by signs of change on the right arm of the golden-horned monster, which emitted blood red, which signified that if Luofeng used the power of blood, then his strength would increase up to 11 times. Furthermore, when combined with 2 innate powers, the strengthening technique of the golden horn monster mode and the second-level skill world, Luofeng's combat power can increase up to 110 times. Wow, this MC is really crazy. One attack, and the enemy is instantly dead, guys.
血落之力，力量会飙升11倍。终于成功了，第二层以及天赋秘法强化将能，我能感受到，一旦淬用过达到110倍的战力。
In the end, Luofeng's journey was almost complete because they would soon reach Earth. In the other direction, Dylan woke Luofeng up. He was amazed by the beauty that existed on Earth. Here, Luofeng informed him that Earth was almost destroyed, so Luofeng would not allow the same thing to happen again.
100多年前，也曾经满目疮痍过，再次发生。
In summary, Luofeng promptly made his way to the earthly lair of the queen of the insect race. Here he was also with his friends, Dylan, Shuxin, Lei Shen, Luohua, and his bodyguards on Earth, who had been monitoring the movement of the insect's nest. Luofeng was monitoring the development of the insect nest. Lei Shen explained that the movement of the insect nest had recently increased in intensity and wondered if Luofeng had a solution. Luofeng explained to calm down and told Dylan to take everyone back from the area for safety. And not long after, they all entered the Yunmo ship.
风，小心！
For the sake of Luofeng's success in subduing the insect queen, the insect hive will be put into Luofeng's inner world. When Luofeng opened a portal above the hive, it turned out to be a spaceship. Without thinking twice, and for the time being, Luofeng's plan went smoothly without any problems. He also entered the inner world to hatch the eggs of the insect queen. This figure holds the ability to create an army of the insect race. Although the insect queen is currently in hibernation, her mental strength is extraordinary, even enough to influence the mind of the warrior in the world master who has weak willpower. Not long after, Luofeng used the power of the golden-horned monster to enter the consciousness of the insect queen. Upon entering her energy core, he discovered that it contained over 10,000 pieces. Not wanting to linger, Luofeng used the 10,000 soul control technique to control all the energy core fruits that the queen had. But in the middle of Luofeng's soul control process, the insect queen suddenly woke up and counterattacked Luofeng. It was seen that the energy core fruits began to connect with each other and turned around to resist Luofeng. It seemed to be beyond Luofeng's expectations because there was so much mental power. It was Luofeng who was being controlled. What he feared happened because now Luofeng was taken to a place where it was quiet. Until finally, the insect race soldiers appeared to restrain Luofeng. In the midst of this pressure, Luofeng remembered Hong's words about self-control. Thanks to all this, Luofeng was able to regain consciousness and fight back against the insect queen. So in essence, everything that Luofeng saw had similarities to the illusion technique of the Phantom Spirit King. When Luofeng combined the balance between calmness and the strengthening technique of the golden-horned behemoth monster, the balance of yin and yang finally appeared, and ultimately the attack of the core fruit switched back to attacking the soul of the insect queen, and boom. When the insect queen had awakened from her hibernation, she began to show herself before Luofeng. But when the insect queen's consciousness still showed hostility, suddenly the queen's eyes changed, indicating that the insect queen was now under Luofeng's control. So finally, the insect automatically called Luofeng by the master. The insect queen introduced herself as Irina, or Queen Alina, in the novel version. Luofeng asked Irina if she was willing to go against her own tribe for his orders. As Luofeng's subordinate, Irina would serve her master, so she would certainly carry out all the orders Luofeng gave. Luofeng was happy to hear it, and he would also give Irina help so that her strength could increase. In fact, Irina's own realm was now at the peak world master level, and here Luofeng offered the insect queen to train under Luofeng's tutelage and questioned what resources she needed. Irina also explained that the power of her law of origin had not reached the level of immortal, so it was still too early to break through to the level of immortal. However, this insect queen could help create an army of insect warriors and could become a fighting force for Luofeng. Irina also explained that in each insect race warrior that she can produce, there are 3 types, the first being the tiger beetle tribe insects, which have strong defense skills and strength, which function as a powerful attack in battle. The second type of insect is the shadow bee tribe, which has high speed but is physically weak. However, this type of insect is suitable for observing the enemy's situation and has the skill to kill in silent mode. The third type of insect is the praying mantis, one of the most powerful clans in the insect race. It is physically strong, possesses advanced combat techniques, and employs a cunning strategy that makes it an ideal fighting machine for war. For more details, maybe you can check out the spoiler version of the video, guys. Hearing the explanation, Luofeng asked how to create it. The insect queen explained again. The first way was to absorb the crystal of the universe. The second method involves using worn-out metals, the blood of giant monsters like the golden-horned behemoth, and the destroyer monsters from the previous episode, among others, as production materials. And the last one is to eat the corpses of the insect clan so that they can be recycled. And if Luofeng can buy insect clan corpses at a low price, then that's a very cheap option. Without thinking twice, Luofeng sent an email to Jin Yu-hu, who served as the head of the virtual company department of the military division in the Qianwu Kingdom, that Luofeng might want to take the remaining insect corpses obtained from the former battlefield that Jin Yu-hu operated. During the war between races for millions of years, Luofeng realized that the insect race had recently targeted the human race. And to be able to fight them, Luofeng had to create millions of insect race troops at the world master level. And finally, this was Luofeng's opportunity to increase his combat strength in the future. Not long after, along with the return of Luofeng's previous relatives and friends, Luofeng announced that the most terrifying threat on Earth had finally been resolved, as well as revealing all the secrets of the ancient ruins on Earth. With that, Luofeng also brought the good news to all 5 of the major world leaders. Lei Shen, who was amazed by Luofeng's achievements, immediately embraced Luofeng, who in the end was going to be able to move because he was tired of guarding the insect's nest for so many years, guys. So now he is relieved that there is Luofeng, who always solves threats on planet Earth. And since Luofeng hasn't been home on Earth for hundreds of years, it's a good idea to stay longer. Because Lei Shen felt sorry for Xu Xin, who had been waiting for hundreds of years to see Luofeng. Here, Xu Xin will also prepare a family party to welcome Luofeng's return. But before the party, Xu Xin also wants to be with Luofeng by reminiscing about their younger days together on Earth. In summary, while walking on the side of the road in Yangzhou City with Xu Xin, Luofeng ended up donning an outfit that could only be found in the Chinese marketplace. And finally, they walked together after not seeing each other for so long.
不乔装打扮一番可不行。
And that's the explanation of SwallowedStar in episode 162 this time, guys. Then what happened to Kebu Elder, guys? Too bad, maybe he became Moss. Okay, thanks to those of you who have watched until the end, and don't forget to support us by subscribe, like, and comment. Final word from me, bye.